If you're a photographer, videographer, content creator, really anyone who uses a camera, you need this phone case. Oh, you need to be an iPhone user too. So if you're a camera person, you won't ever have to worry about leaving your memory card behind on your computer or have to carry around one of those memory card cases ever again. At least not if you have this phone case. This is the Butler case from Peakzooc. I hope I'm saying their name right. Probably not. But I can probably guarantee that if you clicked on this video, my reason for liking this case is probably going to be the same reason that you like this case. Before we talk about that reason though, let's take a quick look at this case from Peakzooc. Oh yeah, they also sent me this Mech wallet too that pairs really well with this phone case. We'll check that out later on. First, let's check out the case. I have the one for my 15 Pro Max. They also make this case for the 15 Pro, 16 Pro, and the 16 Pro Max. From what they told me, they're going to be working on cases for the 17 Pro Max as well. There's an option to get this case either with a built-in magnetic stand or without. I was given the one without, and from my research, it might be the better way to go if you want to keep using wireless charging. In the reviews I saw, the ring interfered with MagSafe charging. I can't say for certain if this is true since my case doesn't have the ring, so take those reviews as you'd like. What I can for sure tell you is that the magnets on this case are ridiculously strong. I wish I had a way to show you how much force this has, but let me show you real quick how strong these magnets are compared to my other phone cases. Alright, so I got my dog in her stroller. She's old, don't mind her. And let's test out how strong these magnets are on these cases. Right now I have the D brand case, the Ghost 2 on my iPhone. And as you can see, it doesn't do anything. This is a Spigen case. I don't know which one exactly, but it's from Spigen. And this one also doesn't really do anything. Just comes right off. This is the Banks Armor case. I don't know exactly what it's called, the Armor something, but Banks case. And once again, oh, that one comes off the easiest. Got the case here from Peakzooc. Let's try this one out. Attach, and I can completely lift my dog's stroller with it. That's absolutely insane. My dog's waking up. I gotta stop this before she starts barking. They don't specifically state what magnets they're using in this case, but they're definitely the strongest I've ever used in a phone case. For some reason, they didn't put an alignment magnet on here though, which is odd because they did put them in their tech wallet that we'll check out later. The buttons are made of aluminum and have a good feedback to them. They're easy to find without looking at your phone, and they have a nice clicky feel when you're using them. There's a raised bezel around the cameras to protect the lenses. The front of the case, however, does have a lip, but if you have a screen protector on your phone, at least with the one I have on, it sits pretty even with the lip. It's hard to see on camera, but if I put my phone face down, it's so close that it's pretty indistinguishable to know what's contacting the table. The cutouts on the bottom for the speakers and USB-C port are a good size. And I haven't had any issues fitting any of my charging cables in there. And the last thing on the exterior of this case is the cutout right above the power button for a wrist strap, I think. That's usually what these holes are for, but these seem like an odd position for them. Anyways, let's get into the inside of the case that makes this case stand out from all the others. So right at the top next to the camera cutout is a SIM ejector pin. Kind of useless if you got your iPhone in the US since they got rid of the physical SIM card tray here. But if you have an international model, this tool will be useful for you. Now the really unique feature on here that makes this case great for photographers is the card storage cutouts towards the bottom of the case. You probably already noticed it since this case is transparent, so this might not be a surprise to you. There's a spot for 2 SD cards, 1 micro SD card, and a nano SIM card. There's a moment in every photographer's life where they've gone out and forgot to bring a memory card. If it hasn't happened to you yet, it will. I know I've unloaded footage from my memory cards and then gone out the next day and forgot to put them back in. I usually keep spare cards in a case like one of these and leave them in my camera bags. But because I have so many bags, I sometimes forget to grab them when I'm taking out other bags. I never forget my phone though. Well, almost never forget my phone. But at least with this case, I now have a card holder with spare cards with me all the time. You might be wondering if the cards, or especially the SIM ejector tool, is going to scratch up your iPhone. Well, they gave a few sets of stickers to place on top of them. It's not a great system to be honest, but I guess technically I wouldn't be using these cards all the time and having to remove and put these stickers back each time. While I'm being negative, this case doesn't feel premium. It feels a little plasticky and it's really slippery. The case does have an anti-wear finish though, with a scratch-resistant coating, anti-fade graphics, and is UV protected. Maybe that's why this case is slippery. I'd be happier if this had some texture to it or any kind of grip to it. I guess that's why they say this case has 12 feet all-around drop protection, thanks to its X-Shock absorption and multi-layer bumper. I'm not going to be surprised if this slips out of my pocket when I'm sitting down. It's really going to suck when I'm riding my bike around. Anyways, that wallet that I was talking about earlier. This is their Mech Guard wallet. It's a cyberpunk-inspired wallet that's made of aluminum alloy and carbon fiber. This one really does feel premium. This stretches out to hold up to 15 cards, and it holds everything together with these elastic nylon straps. This wallet does provide RFID protection to keep your cards safe. As you saw earlier, this wallet is MagSafe compatible. And when you're using this without a phone case or with a case that has an alignment magnet, it has a satisfying click. Again, huge mystery on why they didn't put an alignment magnet in their own case. The front of the wallet holds an AirTag that can only be taken in and out by removing the screws of the frame. The wallet uses Torx head screws, so it's not going to be so simple for someone to just easily take apart. They do include a small Torx head screwdriver with this wallet, along with a couple extra screws. The AirTag holder also opens up to become a phone stand. It's not adjustable though, and can only be used to prop up your phone in landscape mode. Now personally, I don't like how this holds cards because it's open on both ends. I would feel safer if the cards can only be inserted and taken out on one end. Instead, this is more like two plates sandwiching your cards. I'm also not sure how long the elastic strap will hold up before becoming loose, especially if it's holding a lot of cards all the time. I've only had this for a few weeks, so it's too early for me to tell, but it's just something that concerns me. Some of my buddies call me Simon Cowell because I'm always finding negative things to say about everything. This is a great case and wallet though that I'll definitely be using for a while. If I have any issues with it, I'll make sure to update everyone in the comments. But yeah, if you're interested in either the case or wallet, I'll have them linked in the description. If you shop on their site, make sure to use my code ROAM to save 10% off anything in there. They also sell desk gear, power banks, Apple Watch strap. Just go check it out on their site. Alright, I'm gonna go see if I can be a judge on American Idol. Is that show still on?